My name is Shawn Jones, and I'm the CEO of the iNetrapreneur Network. And I am really excited because I have a dynamic individual. She has an incredible career helping people from literally the ground up on a personal level to their businesses. She's all about teaching others how to take the alliances that they don't quite know that they have, that is a gold mine, and showing them how they can take that gold mine and turn it into so much more. I have with me Jackie Zoccoli, the owner of Network Builders Arizona. Welcome, Jackie.
Hi, Shawn. It's always fun to be with you. We always get so much done. It's great to
We
share.
You bring us together and we're changing the world, right? And I am just pleased to have you here. Having your time is, capturing Jackie for just a few minutes is so valuable in so many ways because we learn so much together and individually, and we bring what we know as one. Jackie, the viewers that are watching you right now, I know you very well, know and love you, but they would love to get to know Jackie, the person behind what you're doing today. So, who is Jackie Zoccoli?
Well, that's a good question. I guess that's pretty complex, but it's really very simplistic as well. I am a person who is passionate about bringing people together. It's really that simple about who I am. I really didn't think that it would be that destiny when I started out in the Peace Corps. However, it started my global reach of where I went and then began 50 years later to shape where I am today and to be able to bring people in different worlds, literally different countries. And as I realized and I went into networking to coach people, I realized the wonder and the beauty of watching them light up when I would either bring people to their table. I couldn't tell you how many times I've cried in the Zoom call because I can see the brilliance that they can have together. And that's why I do what I do.
Mhm.
Second marriage, first marriage was in the Peace Corps and two children. Live in Arizona, of course. That's the personal side of me besides my dog, who's my soulmate. Other than that, that's the part of me that some people might not know. Most people don't ask those questions. That's generally what I do.
Jackie, you started your endeavors, your career path back when you were in the Peace Corps. And today you do work with entrepreneurs and businesses of a variety of industries, literally, like you said, all over the globe. Tell us a little bit about Network Builders Arizona so people have a real understanding of what your company offers.
Well, it really kind of started when I did start my first business in desktop publishing, and some of you are old enough to know what that word means. And when I started out as a business owner was when I began to realize that I was kind of reticent about actually having people know what I do, and groveling for food is what it felt like. And I found that people still feel that way. I feel skittish about doing that. And then I realized that once I talk to one person, they know 600 people. However, the important thing is that I find out their expertise and their need. And I ironed out these things right up front. When those things were understood, then I could help them. I didn't have to buy their insurance. I didn't have to do that. The best gift I could give them was someone going in the same direction they were going, but in a different way, doing their services in a different way so they could work together as a team. So that
Mhm.
has continued, and it's even more effective now because LinkedIn, with 857 million members, has amazing ways to bring your best alliance to you. You just
Mhm.
have to intentionally, that's my word for the year, intentionally find them. So what I
Mhm.
do at the Zoom call that we have, the clarity call, is that I uncover your best alliances. We drill
Hmm.
down and find them. And then I show you how to intentionally find them. So, and engage with them. So people say, so what? So
Hmm.
what? Well, so what is the alliances with a sphere of at least 600 people can bring you to your clients because you become word of mouth. And do we buy word of mouth? Obviously. And the
Yes.
people that get you there are alliances and they live in LinkedIn. It's that simple.
Hmm. Now, there's a variety of platforms. You have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have now TikTok. You know, TikTok's obviously controversial, and you have LinkedIn. What drew you to LinkedIn?
Well, first of all, there are two categories as far as I'm concerned. Facebook is the chips and the dips and the barbecue, and LinkedIn is where professionals go. So if you really want someone to do that, that's exactly where you go. And they are so organized and so on top of how to get you who you want. Why would I not go there?
There is definitely a difference between the connections you make on Facebook versus LinkedIn. When you work with clients, how you first connect with them on LinkedIn, is that correct?
Most of the time, yeah. Otherwise, they're
Okay.
referred by someone. Mhm.
And when you connect with somebody and you send that first connection request, what is your style? And this is really important because there are a lot of AI software out there that will spam through the messages. Some are just sending their random pitches. What is your style that you use to make that first connection to show them, hey, I really am human. I'm here to really get to know you.
And by the way, LinkedIn will find those people that do the automation and kill them in the spot if they can find them. So anyhow, the reasoning for me is that, and there are others that say, just say connect and walk away. I can't do just connect and walk away. What I need to do is to find out, looking at their profile, if they have anything in their profile, to find out even the title underneath their name, which tells me a lot about them, is to see how I can relate to them, how it would be advantageous to talk to me. What is my toolbox? I'm always talking about toolbox. What am I going to give in return for working with you? And a lot of people don't think of that. They're just going to give me what I want. Yeah, wrong.
Mhm.
So the thing is, I put that in the connect. I see you're doing X, Y, and Z. How wonderful. I have lots of resources in that area. How about we talk together on a Zoom call and see how we can collaborate? Now that's so different than anyone else does. Right now they go, buy me, buy me, buy me. I don't want to buy
Mhm.
you. You sit there and tell me exactly what I'm supposed to buy. Later, I don't want anything to do with
Yeah.
you. You have to personalize it.
Personalization is really key, and that is the beginning foundation for building a relationship. So you've connected, you're starting that down the path of building a relationship. And once someone accepts that connection, accepts that, okay, Jackie is real. She doesn't want to pitch me her latest and greatest widget out there. When you have your meeting with you and you take them on as a client, why are they hiring you?
Well, they're hiring me because by the time they get to the actual package of me doing anything, they realize that I listen really well and that I have probably given a synopsis of exactly where they want to go and who would be great on their path. So they think, this might be worth it if I learn how to do that. So that's what I do is I teach them besides the makeover, which is the one part is the makeover, the second part is the pursuit. Besides making over their profile and their about so that it's reflective of who they are and attracts a customer as well as a client, I get that all from the Zoom call and a form they fill out. Then the pursuit is that I teach them how to look at their own connections in LinkedIn, what to say to them. I have them practice that. And then what happens in the 1-to-1, not one-on-one, that's basketball. The 1-to-1, how do you sort that out and think about what's going to do for marketing for you? Then we go down to the actual engagement with them and what do you do together? Now that's my new focus, as you said before, Sean, it's my now focus, you're right. It's my now focus is to, once you've got the alliance, you sit and look at each other and say, yeah, I'll refer you. No, no. Leverage that. Leverage that relationship now. And I show you how to do that.
That's incredible. So you're showing people how to leverage the connections that they already have. So it's you're going in, you're teaching them how to, I'm going to say, update their LinkedIn profile to really get their message and who they are across, because they're not helping every single person that comes across. They have a targeted focus, and you're helping them to mirror what their focus is with that targeted audience. And then you're teaching them how to, in a way, effectively and relationally communicate with their connections to open the door for more conversations and getting them away from the pitch fest.
Right, right.
Now, so they're hiring you, you're taking them through the program. Now, outside of the services of the LinkedIn, you also have a mastermind group. Share with us about your mastermind that you host twice a month.
Well, it's changed from a mastermind. It's now called a wellness focus group because it's not the well, it really feels a lot like a mastermind as well when we do it. But the group actually starts, it's in 2 sessions, the second Tuesday and the fourth Tuesday. The first one is I'll be telling them about LinkedIn. I have a partner, Diane Womack, Novak, who's going to be talking about putting your information in a book with spiritual, and then another speaker. And then the second one, which we just had yesterday, I had a whole screen full of 20 women that are focused on wellness and spirituality and all types of alternative medicine. And I'm bringing up what they want in their toolbox. The commonalities are obvious. They are flooding everywhere. There's always something. But what is it that you do that's different so you can work together? Are you the before or the after of that person's business? Do you feed into them or you go after? But you can work together. So that's my main focus, is to show them that they can work together and how they can work together so they can have more impact.
That's incredible. Everything you have done, Jackie, in your life, and even today, you're always coming up and serving others. That's really what you're doing. You serve others to help them help others. And you're paving that path. You're giving them the tools, the resources, the mentorship, the support that is so needed right now. And you have the business side, and you work with a lot of different industries. Do you have any particular industries that you like to work with individuals when you're talking about the LinkedIn?
Well, my main focus for my alliances are business coaches because they do see the business owner who's serious about getting ahead. I've worked with all different other kinds of coaches. Speaker trainers are probably pretty good as well because they're going to see speakers that need to have that. And recently I've worked with publishers and created their own landing page because the authors need to have a team before they launch. I should do
Yes, they
that.
do.
I should do that with somebody like iNetrepreneur Network. You suppose that might be an added bonus as to me? We're going to have to think about that one, Sean. Anyhow, the whole point is that sometimes that's what happens. God just says, this is now, you do it now. Anyhow. So yeah, I just help them. I lost
You
my train of
always
thought.
you always have a lot of passion in everything that you do. Jackie, what is your biggest piece of advice that you can share right now with our viewers?
I think it is one that Nancy Matthews gave me years ago, and I continue with it every day. When you go into any kind of a relationship, whether you met someone, especially if you've met someone for the first time, or when you're having a one-to-one with them, if you will walk in with the attitude, are they the one? Are they the one? So you're curious. You want to know, are they going to be changing my life? Am I going to change their life? Curiosity is probably the biggest thing. Of course, being open-minded without judgment. And that follows my 5 C's. And the 5 C's, if you can do it real fast, is commonalities. That's the first thing. The second is communicating the commonalities. And then committing, which is what doesn't work a lot of times, but committing, then contributing. And then when you do that without judgment and keeping your expertise, you get collaboration. And that's the glow, the guided love of wholeness. Be open. Don't be judgmental. Listen. How can you be of service to them?
That's beautiful, Jackie. Jackie, for everyone who is watching, if they would like to find out more how you can help them with their LinkedIn and building alliances or your focus group, how can they get in contact with you?
Well, my website is JACLYNZOCCOLI, and I'm on .com. I'm on LinkedIn as JACLYN instead of the Jackie, but you can see right there in my name what my email is. So either way, I would love to have a Zoom call, a clarity session, complimentary, takes about an hour if I don't pay and get all kinds of excited about what you're doing, but usually about an hour. That's how you can get a hold of me.
Perfect. Jackie, I want to thank you so much for helping so many people around you, including myself, and everything that you're doing. I appreciate your time today and thank you.
Thank you, Sean. It's always fun to be with you. You're great.
For those that have just watched, I interviewed Jackie Zoccoli. She is the owner of Network Builders Arizona. She is also a featured speaker at the upcoming Art of Connection Global Summit, which will be held on February 23rd. It is a virtual event. There will be people all over the globe watching, participating, speaking, so much knowledge. And again, it's all based on connections. If you're interested in attending the Art of Connection Global Summit, visit artofconnectionsummit.com.